The Lantern Keeper from Spirit Halloween. This one has been a highly anticipated prop because some stores have it and some don't. He was available online, I think it was 2 nights ago, and I ordered him. The body twists from side to side on this guy, and he's holding a lantern, which is named the Lantern Keeper. And he's got a pumpkin head that lights up, as well as his chest as well. He speaks 4 lines, and one of those, I heard, can be an extended phrase if you have him on the demo mode. This is on some of the models, and I'm hoping mine's like a sample or something, because look at the top of the box. This is how it came. There's like glued on pieces, and it looks like something off of like the showroom floor or whatever. It doesn't actually, because I know they don't come in boxes like this, but you can see the tape and stuff all up the sides, so this thing looks like it's been pretty beat up. We're gonna get into the unboxing though. And I'm really hoping I got that extended phrase, guys. This is gonna be my last Spirit Halloween unboxing video of the year, unless they come out with more. I don't plan on getting Young He though. It's too big for my house. I do have tons of other unboxings coming out, just not Spirit. Here's the pants, which are not in a bag, surprisingly. They normally put clothes in a bag. There's no pull-out tray as well, and the handles are white and square. Normally they're black and circular. We got the instructions, some stakes, and a power adapter. This is a Pan Asian Creations prop. We haven't seen them in a little while. 2 pieces of leg foam. Everything is in here really compact. One of the boots. That's what it looks like. There should be another one somewhere in here. This hand has some detail on it. Wow. This might be the one that holds the lantern. Not totally sure though. There is a hook right here on the bottom of the wrist and a Velcro piece on top. There's the lantern, has a wire coming out of it. This looks old and rusted and everything. The other hand, which points, has Velcro on it as well. I feel like I need to almost pull this stuff out like a pull-out tray. The base. And then there's a lot going on right here. It's like his upper torso is already pre-built. I'm gonna look inside here. Okay, so it is, there's fuzzies and stuff everywhere. There is a control box in here as well as a motor for the arm. There's Velcro on the back for that. And a connector on its head. The other foot in the bag looks identical. Yeah, both of them are labeled C, so it's the same. This is his hip piece, and looks familiar to some of the other props from Lowe's and stuff. I think Pan Asian works with Lowe's and Home Depot too. Has a motor on it. Before we get to his head, there is 2 leg poles. Quite a bit of stuff in this box. And this is the final piece besides this cardboard. Yeah, just a spacer. This is what it looks like. Reminds me of Night Terror quite a bit. And he's like a hard plastic. So it's not thin. And he's got a wire coming out of his head. And that is what the connector looks like. So yeah, this is the part pile we made here. I'm gonna clean it up and lay the parts out. Here's an overview of all the parts, starting with his head, both arms and hands, the one that actually is shushing, the hip piece, 2 boots, base, 2 leg foams, the adapter, a part bag with 2 cotter pins in it, both leg poles, the pants, the lantern with the wire coming out of it, the upper torso piece that's already closed, instructions, and 4 stakes that I will not be using. Starting the build off, we have the base, and there are 2 bent leg poles labeled B, the only ones in the box, by the way, and they are the exact same. First thing you're going to do is put this pull down through one of the shoes, and it'll come out the hole on the bottom, and then snap lock that in. There's this notch on the base that's gonna go over the front of the shoe. So that's what one side looks like. We're gonna duplicate it on the other. Once again, pull drops through, down, snap lock, drop it over like that. Then goes on D, which is leg foam. Then the pants. I don't think there's a front or back on these, not really sure. There is an underlayer in here. Make sure you get that. I always go on the outside of it. This side's tricky too. You want to make sure it's on the inside, by the way. And these pants are pretty tough. They're like a thick material. There's two more snap locks coming out of these leg pulls. You can see them on the back side. I'm gonna put the hip piece on. And the trick is to snap lock these in at the same exact time. If one goes in further than the other, it can be difficult. In this case, that was not bad. Just depends on the prop. I'm pulling this up. I really like what Pan Asian did here. And I've said this before in other videos, how they have this plastic liner piece so the pants don't go too high, but they're also not falling off. Inside of this upper torso piece, there is a single circular pole, which connects onto this hip piece. There's no way this is gonna be shown on camera, but I'm popping it in. You can hear it click. And there is that wire, the green one, that needs to be connected. I'm gonna have to find that. There is Velcro on the back. It looks like the green wire is right here. And this is a 4-pin. And then it screws in. A lot of these props use a nice plastic to cover up the volume knob. Now they're using cardboard. This is really cheesy. If it works, then that's pretty good, but I definitely like the plastic more. It looks like they're really just crushing their volume knob rather than protecting it. So we got demo, off or on. I'm gonna start with the on mode and then move it to the demo where there is a potential extended phrase. Really hoping mine has that, like I've said before. And I'm gonna turn the volume all the way up. So we're gonna start it on the on mode. I'm gonna plug the power adapter in right now. Dropping this power cord down. I'm not gonna put it through his leg today. Just gonna go through his shirt. And then plugging it in right here. Looks like a waterproof control box. I'm not sold that this prop is waterproof. I'll have to look at the box though. Moving on to the arms. I'm doing the one that holds the lantern first. Just like the legs, there is an underlayer of fabric on them. And up top, there is a 4-cut connector. They recommend putting cotter pins in. I don't see any point in doing that. I'm completely skipping that step. And then there is Velcro on the wrist. And he's looking pretty cool. Gonna move on to the other arm, which is the shushing hand. Got this one up here. Now they recommend a cotter pin for this as well. I still don't see a far angle on this at the point where you need it. But if he happens to have this arm fall off, then I'll put him on. Velcro on this wrist, just on the top. And then, not the last step, but we're gonna do the head now and then the lantern. There is a black wire coming out of this, which I'm tucking down in his plastic frame. I'm not gonna connect the wire quite yet because we have the lantern one to do, so I'll get them both at the same time. Here's what that looks like. They have this push in loop piece. That's gonna go down here, like that. The wire for the lantern is yellow with a black screw-on cap piece. Interesting. And then the cord coming down is black, which is right here. Velcroing them up, and that is it for this prop build. This is how he looks. I'm gonna fix up his clothing a little bit, show his chest probably a little bit more. We're gonna get on to the demo.
You must be silent. The darkness is always listening. If you make even the tiniest sound, the shadows will find you. Quiet now. If you dare to speak out loud, you may never get to speak again. Do not venture any further. There will be no escape.
That last phrase we just heard, which is number 4, had the partial phrase, and now we're going to see if it has the extended one on demo mode. If this next phrase works, it's going to say something about waking the undead from their slumber. In the previous mode, it did not say anything about that. We'll see if my model has this or not. Here we go.
Do not venture any further. There will be no escape.
Mine does not have this. We are on demo mode, and you can see the try me button that I plugged in on the floor. The motion sensor does not work. Fortunately, I might have to buy another one to get that phrase. But putting that aside, this prop is super cool. That was just a phrase, it doesn't really matter. But the color scheme on him is really cool. And if you're doing a farm theme, this prop would fit perfect. He has that creepiness to him. And I really like how he lights up and holds that lantern. And he's got a good amount of movement. I mean, it's side to side and the arm up and down. But for $230, and this is without the Spirit Halloween 20% off discount, by the way. They brought that back this year. So you could probably get them for a little under $200, which isn't the worst. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.